This was so much more painful than I thought it was going to be, but there's my first Greg kill. That should be a task. Ooh, and the piece. I forgot about that. There it is. 80 points for defeating Greg. I don't think I can finish this Reaper, though. Instantly. Literally, I've done 3 kills here. I got a War Shield, I got the War Priest legs, and then the actual body, which is the one I needed the most because I'm completely not wearing a body, and I haven't been for the last, 6 days. Crazy stuff. I guess I should have introduced the video. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 11. You just saw me get a couple of drops, and I'm now here collecting these silly little fragments, the blueprint fragments outside, because we want Ancient Invention unlocked. And while we're at it, let's go do this for a quick 200 point task, I believe it is. Crazy that just getting up here is 200 points. We did it. 50 million strength XP. We are going to switch over to defense, but that's also reserved for necromancy now, so defense is going to fly. You love the fun little easy tasks. I'm just going to show them all. 20 super attack potions. I don't know what that was. I'm just trying to do the easy and medium tier on-win sets, and I equipped an Ivan staff, which was 30 points. Mining this is the task completed. Easy tier on-win done. Let's go collect those rewards. Figured I might as well stay for these 30 kills, but there we are. 30 kills of Dark Beasts. Down here specifically. I've killed a lot of Dark Beasts, but just never down here. Perfect, and that was super easy too, so using this here finishes the Circle of Life, which also finishes the medium tier on-win task set. This is probably the hardest task set to finish first. I don't know why I did it. Well, actually, I do know why I did it. I need Grimoire spikes, and I did not want to have to deal with creating the traps with the Pawyami, which would have meant using papaya fruit to catch the one before it, and yeah, that's not happening. So let's go catch about 100 of these. This is such a weird step. You have to make the vial yourself, and then once it's made, fill it up. I didn't even know that, so I already created the Harlander potion. But let's just add this goat horn here, and that should be both the easies and the mediums done. I didn't show you the easies because I forgot. And now, 30 point task, medium deserts completed. Wow, I cannot believe that was the first time I did that, but fletch some broad arrows. That's kind of sad. Well, you guys get to see what I'm doing. 30 points for defeating 100 bosses in the Dominion Tower, and that means we're 1/5 of the way there. Let's see what the next one we get is. Ooh, easy boss. It's actually insane how much XP you get just from these stupid Dominion books, but this is going to be 50 million ranged XP. I have not even trained ranged once. I know you can't really see it, but I've never put an ability on this action bar. It just has the initial 4 abilities that I started the game with. But we're at 50 million ranged XP. We finally finished Dominion Tower. I just planted down the Dominion marker 4, so that one's no longer an issue. And of course we got to deploy Dreadnought for 2 tasks actually. 80 points for deploying a Dreadnought and 80 points for completing the Hard Desert Diaries. Let's go. We finally got it. I need to drop something, so goodbye Footbone. Black Mask, and it only took 13 scare tactics, which is pretty nice. Wow, another one I wasn't expecting, but at least caught the end of it. 50 million hit points XP, which means only 2 more combat skills left if you don't include stuff like Slayer or Summoning, but just magic and defense. Crazy. Focus sight obtained. And I think I'm just going to get rid of these Harlanders because no one cares. Well, it's not uncommon to go dry for stuff. Literally said it's not uncommon to go dry for stuff, and then the next kill I get the Hex Crest. You can see I just KC'd myself 157, so that was on KC 158 or 9. I can't even remember. We'll take it. So there are 2 tasks with the Slayer Helm. One is to just wear the Slayer Helm for 80 points, and surprisingly enough, this next one is also for 80 points, where we have to make a full Slayer Helm, finish Desert Treasure, and kill a strike worm with any kind of ancient spell, I assume, because I'm wearing an ancient. Oh, casting barrage in the desert's actually one too. That's funny. I wasn't expecting that, but the reason this is taking forever is because I have my melee gear on while I'm magicking. But once we kill this guy, there it is. Nope, I guess that's not there it is. What the hell, guys? Oh, I didn't put on my Slayer helm. I'm an idiot. Give me a second. And there we go. That should do it now. 80 points for killing a Desert Strike Worm with the full Slayer helm and the Ancient Staff. This is it. The hardest diary in the game, I think. Even harder than Prif, in my opinion. Should be after I complete this. 80 points for searching the final room in here, which is whatever. And I guess, of course, I'm fighting some bullshit, so that's cool. I don't think this is it. Oh, it is. There it is. The Desert Diaries are officially done, which means that's a free 200 points. I say free, but that's almost the opposite of what that was. I was looking through all of my required tasks for all of the different sets, and this was the only one left in the easies. Just talk to this person about the wilderness, and that's the entirety of the easy wilderness diaries done. I noticed that when I did all of my cleaning for herbs earlier, I never ended up doing the proper way to clean the herbs, so it never counted towards any of my tasks being done. Let's fix that right now. I got all the herbs required to get all the final tasks for any cleaning jobs, and this is the first one. Clean 50 Avanto, I'll show it there, because I don't want to open the bank too quickly. Clean 50 Catentines, 100 Dwarf Weeds, and the final one is to have 100 Arbucks cleaned. And that's it. No more cleaning herbs tasks. Fantastic. These things took forever to respawn, but after I finished this 6th safe, we gained another level and 200 point task, which for some reason didn't play the nice little jingle, but goddamn, one more level and we get another 200 point task. We killed a living wyvern. Hell yeah. Got nothing out of it though. And with the dragon here, that should be... Wow, that was so quick. Every single type of revenant killed for 80 points. Hell yeah. This took a long time because I'm doing it very efficiently, I'll say. But there it is. 200 points for reaching level 90 in all skills. 90 fletching coming in as the last one. A lot of unlocks here. We're just making headless arrows. I know exactly how many I need to do to make all the way to 50 million experience. So that's what we're gonna do. Of course, this goes to 110 as well, so there's 3 more 200 point tasks to do with this. But we're going for 93 for the Elite Wilderness Diaries, and oh my god, this is gonna take forever. I'll come back to you guys in probably like an hour and a half when I'm 93. That took way too long, but we're finally here. 93 fletching, but we do have all of the headless arrows that we will ever need for 50 million, so that's really nice. And I got a video edited, so even better. You'll love to see the Hellfire Bow just sitting here. Oh shit, I need to be toggled to PvP? Well, actually, I'm gonna go do that then. Okay, now this shit should work. Pick it up and put it on. 200 point task for just putting on the Hellfire Bow, which is really nice. And we're going to also be getting right here. Give me 1 second because this could fail. All right, that is the last task in the medium set. So there's medium wilderness diaries. Let's make this potion real quick. And that should get us the last task in the hard diaries too. So, oh shit, I accidentally set up another one. But there's the hard tasks done. Now let's go do those elites. I definitely did not forget to get feathers when I was here last time, but let's make these right now. Oh, I guess you don't need feathers. Oh, I'm silly. I guess this should be it right here. Elite Wilderness Diaries done and 200 points for it. I'm going to continue to chop this tree. Hopefully I can get all 20 logs, but I have no idea if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to have to find a different tree probably. Looks like we got another 200 point task for free pretty much. I had no idea this was even on the list. I do love showing you guys the lamps at least because they give so much XP for this, and I've already gained 1 full level in woodcutting, and I'm about to get a second. There might even be a chance. No, not really a chance. Yeah, we were close though. 1 more lamp and we would have been 110 woodcutting. That's crazy, from 107. And after I give the cider to this woman here, there it is. Wait, is that not the last one? It is, but does the Sears Village tasks not have a task associated with them? I didn't know that. Okay, maybe I won't do these ones. Now, I haven't looked in about a week to see if this was a task, but I'm pretty sure it is. Cost a lot of money. 80 points to get another set of gauntlets. I decided in the end that why not? Let's just do it. Using fertile soil? Oh no, is this... Oh god. Can I even do this task if I'm automatically going to get them ultra composted? This is not good. I don't know how to finish this task up. We figured it out! And actually, that was a task, casting fertile soil. I didn't even know that. Because apparently you just have to cast it on one that has weeds on it, because I guess that counts. I didn't know that, but we got the Elite Seers Village done. I decided to go through them anyway because why not? It is useful to have the Enhanced Excalibur at the very least, so I'm happy that we got that done. I might as well let you guys know because this lamp will get us to 110 woodcutting, which is 200 points. But that's not really why I'm showing you this, because for the rest after this, we're going to be using it on fishing. There aren't enough fishing tasks to get me to 112.5 fishing just by doing normal fishing. So we need to somehow speed that shit up, and this is how we're going to do it. Woodcutting, we do have enough tasks, I think, to get us to 50 mil from here, so we're going to pause on that until later. But fishing is now going to be commencing. 102 fishing. As the seconds tick down here, I just bought Rapid Renewal, but that's not the biggest thing that I did. We spent a lot of time dungeoneering and doing archaeology for a bunch of tokens, which got us in about 5 seconds. There it is, the final task in the Daemonheim task set. Finished all of those up. I don't know why. They are not league tasks, but it is really nice to be able to get all that extra XP and just have free dungeoneering supplies for eternity. An extra gate stone is just going to be beautiful. This should be my 10th spottier. Kebbit caught for 30 points. It also just happened to be a hard task for the Varrock Diaries, which is what I'm not going for right now, but if I equip this, there's the 30-point task. Already medium diaries completed. That one was super easy. Let's finish up the hards and elites. I didn't know that was an actual 30-point task, but I guess I'll take it. Catch a red salamander. And I guess that right there is the last task in the hard set, which means 80 points for free. And this should be the final step right here. Make sure to make a main hand. If it turns into a 2H, it's wrong. So there it is. That's actually crazy. 2 tasks, 80 points for fletching a rune crossbow, and 200 points for completing the elite arty tasks. That's awesome. Using the tiara on the altar, made a mine tiara for the first time, and 30 points for completing the easy Falador. Just gotta find the salute. There it is. Salute. And that should be another 30-point task for finishing the medium Falador diaries. I don't know if this will give me this right now or I have to go all the way up here. I guess I have to go all the way up. Ascend the Dark Wizard's Tower wearing Proselyte. And 80 points for the hard Faladors. This should be it. Turmoil is on. Pray at this altar and it should... Yes, I want to switch back. Falador Elites completed with... There's our little song. You'll love to hear it. I literally got a 200-point task when I wasn't aware of it again. Cook a summer pie in the cooking guild from scratch. This is going to be a little bit out of order, but we're going to hand this to this guy here. Oh, giving him a pie was an 80-point task. Cool enough. And, of course, we get the hard diaries done as well. I hate that when both of these are back to back, it doesn't make a noise. I really wish it did. Passing through these spider webs will finish us the easy diaries for 30 free points right there. And sorry this is a little bit out of order because definitely shouldn't have done it like this, but I saved all of these for last because they're all in the same-ish area. I haven't ever entered this dungeon, so how much XP am I going to get from it? 136,000 XP. Let's chop one of these elder magic trees down. Chop down a magic tree in the resource dungeon, which is 200 points for the elite Varrock diaries. And of course, being as out of order as we are, we're going to take a red spider's eggs right here and teleport out, which will give us one last achievement and the medium Varrock diaries completed. So that's the entirety of the Varrock set done. There it is, the final task in the Fremi Easies. Figured I might as well do this while I did the medium tier, but I think all you need to do is equip all 3 of these pieces. 30-point task. Deposit an item with Pier the Seer. I haven't done a 10-point task in so long. I think there's only like 6 or 5 left. That's crazy. There it is. Kill an ice troll with the yak armor equip for 30 points because of the medium tasks. I don't know what level of task this is because I didn't look before we did it, but this should be a task. Full Fremi armor and a round shield. 80-point task. And I got a Dagonoth King teleport. Isn't that fun? I did not realize that killing all the Dagonoth Kings at once in an instance was a task. So that's 80 points right there for free. Speaking of free points, I'm pretty sure this is a task too. Equip one of the Dagonoth King rings. Crafting 50 astral runes was just part of the task, but also I got an achievement for it. Very nice. Well, this isn't the end of the hard tier. This is a task in and of itself because this has so many of them. 80 points for wearing a full set of the tier 60 armors. What's funny is that I actually finished off all the other tasks and I realized I never talked to anyone while wearing this armor. So I think that was enough. Yep, that was enough. He talked to me and that's an 80-point task for the hard Fremenix. Well, it's officially time. We've finished all the other elite tasks. We just have one to go. And that is to wear the agile top and do this course, which means we have to do 251 laps of this course. This is one of the 3 big agility grinds in this game. The other 2 being 200 laps of the Prif course, and then however many laps of the Anachronia course it takes to get all of the things from that. So the plan for me is to finish this one. It's probably the worst out of all 3 of them, so thank God it'll be over. I cannot believe I missed it. I've been looking at it for 5 minutes straight. Like, I cannot miss this. 80 points for 100 laps of agility courses. That is the only other thing we're going to get, except for a couple agility levels during this massive grind. So, I'm excited. I'm very much not excited. 103 agility. Well, that's fun. 20 million agility XP. That's the last milestone that we're going to get. Actually, we might get another level, honestly. Probably will. Finally getting this agility level. It feels like it's been forever. 104 agility. This, will it give me a little message? 250 perfect laps. It does tell you in the chat, which I think I remembered, but oh, this is going to be so nice. Wear the agile top, and of course, we got to do one more lap. Because why the hell wouldn't we? And with that, we have completed the Elite Fremenic Diaries for 200 points. And my sanity back. Oh shit! 80-point task. I did not see that coming. I thought that was going to be just another part of the diary, but we got a task. Why is all of this fucking 80-point task? Just what the hell? Just listen to these guys, I guess. Of course, that was a random 200-point task. Track 8 owls in the city of and I need bait for this. This is probably the only task that I'm going to be ready for. Cooking this, and hopefully I don't burn it, that would be funny, is the end of that. Finally, I mean, it didn't take that long. Hard Underworld Diaries done, and the elites for this one are actually kind of nuts. I need a soul talisman, which is going to take a little bit of time to get. I need to do the tier 90 upgrades for my weapons, as well as completing a full-blown Sanctum of Rebirth. I don't know about that one. We're going to take our time with that. Of course, I need to make an overload. I have all the supplies. I just haven't made any potions yet, so it's going to be a little bit annoying. But my God, there's so much bullshit that needs to get done. Is this going to get me the level? Fire making! 99 fire making just from the shifting tombs. I guess this kind of reveals what I'm doing. Yes, we got it. That's awesome. I was just complaining that we've been doing this for 2 hours. Offhand Kopesh. That is not fun, but it is finally done. Thank God. That was close. I did not expect that to be so close because I only brought one prayer potion, but only 80 points for defeating Nakatra, which I feel is a little bit low. I am going to put on the Cramulet. I did this, of course, to talk to this little buddy over here. That's not the end of the elite tasks, but that was another one. Any drops? No drops. Wow, that sucked way more than I thought it was going to, but at least we got every single cape. There's no better cape than this. And we got most of the rocktails we used back. I used almost a full inventory of sharks and 2 full inventories of those little rock or the little fish from Menaphos. Because I suck at this shit so much, but we're just gonna let these achievements roll out. I'm gonna pull this guy because he's the good one, and we're gonna bank the rest. If I did this right, this should be 2 tasks right here. It was 2 200-point tasks to craft soul runes and also to craft soul runes with a soul cape on. All right, let's see if I get this. I don't have that many chances. I did it! Make a 4-dose potion! And almost directly afterwards, we just get this. I've been waiting to get this all leagues so I can stop seeing it pop up every single time I try and make a potion, which is not that often, but 80 points for making 1,000 potions, and now we no longer have potions to worry about. And keeping on the theme with these 1,000s, we're about to get 1,000 fish cooked. I needed a restocking absolutely terribly bad, but here it is. 1,000 fish. Now we don't have to worry about fish anymore. I do need these food in the near future. There's one more task left to do for the elite tier set, and that's to unlock my tier 90 weapons for necromancy, which will now be my best in slot because I suck at PVM and I don't do bosses at all. So this will be my only set of tier 90 weapons. Are you fucking kidding me? Why can't this happen in the main game? I get the herb lore pet while I'm just making a few extra overloads. God damn it, I guess I'll take it though. And immediately we get the beautiful 15 overload potions, and we're out of another ingredient. I don't even know what it is this time. Looks like it's extreme strength potions. I have just been, this is the first time making overloads, honestly. I've never used them. I'm trying to make the combination potions to get the most out of each dosage because, oh god, I hate making overloads on an Iron Man so much. Nice. I've been trying to get that one for a long time. See if I get a drop with it. I do! Wait, I got a pheromone too? I got the pheromone and the leg bottom. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I got the middle piece. That's so quick. I love how fast that is. In the middle of a Rax kill, 50 million defense, and the Rune Cup. We did it. I was hoping to get the drop for the Rune Cup, but damn, there it is. Rune Cup achieved. That's what we came here for. 2 onyxes. We now have the onyxes to make, first of all, a Ring of Death or an Amulet of Souls, and to do our tier 90 upgrade. I think that was all the tasks, plus I did this. Use your fire cape on Jad before defeating him, and I got a second fire cape. We did it. And we got all the achievements with it. We didn't even have to go through a second one to get that. I killed Harakin, so you're going to hear, I don't think you're going to be able to see the little task pop up, but you'll at least hear the achievement. I want the cape, of course. There it is. That one is the one for getting 80 points for completing the fight kiln, and this will be one for wearing the first cape. There's a task for equipping all capes and getting an onyx from here, so we will be back. It's so nice to finally have this done. Well, I don't think it matters, but there's a crest of Saren while we're doing this silly little task. That was the first time killing Avarice and Nymora, and I got the speed killer tasks and most of the other ones too. Holy shit, I actually got so many, I don't even know when this will pop up, but there it is. A latent... We got the Eclipse Prayer Soul too? Literally, why? I'll take it, I guess. Fucking Jesus Christ. Another Eclipse Soul. Alright, game, if you're gonna start doing this to me. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. This is gonna happen again, isn't it? It's crazy. I've been here for so long just trying to find crystal keys that we actually got 110 fucking mining. Isn't that crazy? I think this is the first time I've ever done this specifically for the diary. Usually I would do this for the weapons, but that was it right there. Once all this silly dialogue that everyone reads goes through, we now know how to build the tier 90 weapons for necromancy. God damn. Alright, now we're finally ready, once we decide to take these off, to make the tier 90s. I forgot everything. I didn't have enough bars, I didn't have enough goddamn runes for this either, but we are ready. Tier 90s. That's crazy. If I equip them, is that another task? No, it's just to make them. I forgot to bring a weapon, so we're just gonna watch me punch this guy to death. But right here, after this hit hopefully, there it is, he dies. And we get the last of the Easy Karamja. This is the one we're gonna be starting up soon. Super convenient that it's right here. And that is our 60th ticket. Thank God that's done. That was awful. And honestly, that's where we're going to end it off on this episode, guys. I didn't realize how long this episode was going because we've just been doing a bunch of diaries. So we'll call this part 1 of the diaries episode, and not all of next episode will be part 2, I swear. It'll be over quicker than that. But I hope you guys liked watching this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.